shooting guard as yourself, how did this shoe help me perfect my game?
Work on everything. Shooting guard, you got to do everything. You got to be able to post, you got to be able to rebound, you got to be able to defend the perimeter, defend the post, pass. You have a lot of responsibilities at that position. So you got to make sure your game is well-rounded. That means spending considerably more time in the gym than maybe some of your peers.
There it is, right there.
Hey, Cole. DeMarco with Slam. A couple of questions ago, you spoke highly of the Nike design team and whatnot. That's been obvious over the years. But what are some of the intangibles about Nike that makes, your relationship with them such a good one?
Yeah, I think it's the passion that we have for sports. I think that's the thing that jumped out at me right away. As soon as you go to the Nike campus, it was just kind of it's an ultra competitive environment that normally, if I was to compete against people who don't share the same kind of passion, they'd probably look at me like I was crazy. You know what I mean? Or like I was an outsider because I had this ultra competitive nature. Whereas when you go to Nike, they all share that same quality. So you just feel right at home amongst all of them. So.
And if you play basketball, you'll get run out of the gym because they work on their game there, don't they?
They do.
They do.
They pride themselves on working on their game. So.
They do. One of the cool things and one of the cool versions of this shoe will be seen Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Big game Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It's a little personal game, right? It is.
It is.
Yeah. But this is the Christmas Day shoe that Kobe will wear.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, once the technology and all that stuff is done, the Nike just starts coming out with colors. It's like Skittles. There's all kinds of different colors and variations, and it just becomes fun. So this is the Christmas Day shoe. Check it out.
Speaking of that Christmas Day game, I know you have a lot of games between now and then, but that's something you're focusing on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big test for us. Obviously that's the team that knocked us out. And up until that point, we pretty much breezed through the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So they're kind of the standard which we set ourselves, which we use to guide ourselves and how we progress as the season goes on. So it's going to be a good test on Christmas Day to see where we stack up.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good, though. Yes, sir.
One more, Kobe. Soccer players are they're tiny, they're little, they're small, not as big and strong as basketball players. It translates maybe to the guards, but how about to the power forwards and centers? Do you also see this shoe working for big guys?
I do, because, especially, I would be more concerned about the guards actually wearing the shoe, if anything, more than big guys, because big guys aren't putting that much torque on their ankles when they're changing directions and cutting back and forth. So we had to make sure that the shoe was going to be stable for guards, which it is, obviously, because I do a lot of cutting and slashing and changing directions. But it's great for a big guy as well because we didn't sacrifice any stability or any cushioning in the shoe, and which is a big concern for big guys, especially ones that weigh 200 pounds, 230 pounds or 45 pounds or whatever. So.
And one of the things the big men will love is, yes, there's Zoom Air in here, but once again, they'll have that lunar light in there too, so they get that
well for them.
That cushion. Yeah. Hey, when will online question? Somebody wants to know, when will you debut this shoe at an NBA game?
December 19th. Yeah. December 19th. That's the game we play the Miami Heat. So I'll be debuting the shoe that day.
Might be a big matchup that game.
It'll be fun.
Do you get excited? Do you get up for those kinds of games?
Not really. Not really.
No?
I really don't. No, I really don't. I mean, when I first came in the league, I used to. Mm-hmm. But now not so much. I think matchups that I get up for are games where I can see how our team is developing. Mm-hmm. Because it's about winning the championship. Man, that's what really excites me. That other stuff is
rings.
Neither here nor there.
Right. It's about the rings. Got a question right here.
Kobe, how would this shoe help out, different kind of combo guards like you are, a 1, a 2, a 3? How would this help them out? Will it increase their speed? Like, what will it change for the game? What does it change for your game?
You'll feel it instantaneously. I mean, as soon as you put the shoe on, you go out and play, you'll feel the difference right away. I mean, the Hyperdunk is a light shoe. This is drastically lighter. And, I mean, you can feel it. So, you'll naturally feel a little bit lighter, a little bit faster. You'll feel the support in the shoe. So when you run, you almost feel like you're running on pillowcases. You know what I mean? Because it's that soft. So, I mean, you can feel it right away.
Wow. Over here.
Kobe, Matt from NiceKicks.com. I wanted to ask, for many games this year, you've been playing with a hybrid that is a Hyperdunk upper, Kobe 4 outsole.
what is the biggest improvement or change in the Kobe 4 sole compared to what it comes on the Hyperdunk?
The flexibility. Yeah, that's the thing that jumped out at me right away. Is the flexibility. There's a tremendous amount of flexibility. You try to pivot. You stand on the ball of your foot, change directions or jump, and you can feel the shoe giving with you. That's the biggest difference. It's not like it's the Hyperdunk is an incredible shoe. It's a revolutionary shoe. But I feel like this shoe is going to take it a step further because of the technology that we have built into it. It almost like, like I said, the shoe is a part of the foot. So as your foot moves and bends, the shoe does with you as well.
What do you call the shoe? Do you call it the Kobe 4, or what do you like to call it by the official name, or what?
Yeah, I call it Kobe. Kobe 4,
The
Mamba,
Kobe.
whatever.